Hi, I'm back again today to read another chapter of Samantha Loses the Box Turtle. So, where we left off, the box turtle was lost in the classroom. A stray cat had come in, chaos had ensued, and Miss Klutz, the teacher, had just calmed everybody down. The cat was hiding up on top of a shelf, and the box turtle's still missing. So let's see what happens in Chapter 9. Chapter 9, Think Like a Turtle. Now, said Mrs. Klutz, we have gotten ourselves into quite a mess. She looked around sternly. Mrs. Klutz was giving them her angry look, but Samantha could almost swear the teacher's eyes were laughing. Sorry, Miss Klutz, but we had to save the turtle, Josh piped up. Samantha was surprised at how sincere he seemed. She was starting to think maybe, just maybe, he wasn't the culprit after all. I see. A very noble thought, Josh. Miss Klutz lost her angry look, and the smile broke through as she said, I think perhaps we can save the turtle and keep from traumatizing our friend Miss Kitty any further. She is a guest here too, after all. Lisa and Gertie, would you please keep an eye on Miss Kitty and make sure that she doesn't discover a turtle-sized snack? Miss Klutz asked. The girls both nodded and began to intently stare at the cat. No turtle would be devoured on their watch. Miss Kitty seemed content to stay high above the bothersome children. Peter, will you and Carter get the broom and dustpan and very carefully clean up this mess that my vase has become? Miss Klutz asked two of the boys in the classroom. They too nodded yes and went straight to work. Mrs. Klutz looked around the room. As for everyone else, please start straightening up everything else that was disturbed during our cat chase. While you are cleaning, I want everyone to try and think of where you would hide if you were a turtle. Samantha started to clean up like all the other kids. She grabbed some papers that had fallen to the floor and put them back on the desk. Josh's coat was lying on the floor, but that wasn't caused by the commotion. It was always on the floor. Samantha left it, but she picked up a backpack that had gotten knocked off the hook and hung it back up neatly. As she worked, she kept trying to think where Gazer could possibly be hiding. The kids looked everywhere they could think of. The floor in the classroom, the bathroom, even the hallway. Gazer was definitely not in his cage. They made sure of that. He had tricked her so many times by burrowing down that Sam had taken out all of the pine straw just to make sure. All of a sudden, a light bulb went on in Samantha's head. Burrowing! She shouted out loud. Everyone looked up as Samantha ran over to where Josh's coat had been laying in the floor all day. She very carefully picked up the coat, and inside she found Gazer, who had been laying there fast asleep. Cheers filled the room. Josh ran over and stood beside Samantha, looking close to make sure Gazer wasn't hurt. There he is, all burrowed down. You did it, Sam! He shouted. Samantha thought maybe Josh wasn't so bad after all. Mrs. Klutz looked pleased. Now, Samantha, however did you figure out where he was? The teacher asked. Simple, Samantha replied. I started thinking about how he always burrows down in the pine straw. Then it hit me. If a box turtle wants to hide, he'd try to burrow. The only thing he could burrow into in this room was Josh's coat. What a wonderful deduction, Samantha, Miss Klutz praised her. I'm glad Gazer is safe and sound. With that, she took the box turtle from Samantha and put him back in his cage. This time, she made sure the door was truly latched. What about Miss Kitty? Gertie asked shyly. Well, with the turtle in his cage, I don't see any harm in letting her stay in out of the rain for a while. I'll leave the window open until she decides to head out, Mrs. Klutz replied. And that's where we end chapter 9.